Hi there, welcome to Standard Hashtag. This video just explains what a hashtag is and how you can use it in the standard hashtag format. A hashtag is something that's used on Twitter to kind of unify search results from a number of different Twitter users. So it starts with the number sign symbol and then has a term here. So let's say you use the hashtag coffee. If you use this in one of your tweets, what it would do is create something that you could click on and find all the other conversations that are happening around the word coffee who've used the same syntax. So if someone else sends a tweet about coffee and someone else sends a tweet about the fact that they want coffee, all those tweets will be grouped together by this one hashtag. And if you click on it, you go to a search stream, whether it's on your mobile client or on the Twitter homepage or on search.twitter.com, and all the tweets using this are brought together. Standard hashtag looks to find a way to make the use of hashtags a little bit more local and a little bit more focused on particular cities in a standard way. This is useful because it kind of narrows down the conversation and lets you more accurately interact with people who actually live in your city and can maybe give you information regarding something that you're looking to do and answer questions that you may have on Twitter. So the goal is to take advantage of the open nature of the Twitter platform and give you a way to say, how can I communicate with people in my city through a standard system? So hashtags like these, you could say, are very horizontal. The hashtags that standard hashtag creates are much more vertical. And here's the format. You have your hashtag sign, and then you have the first three letters of each particular site. So let's take I'm playing there, IPT. So that abbreviation just says that I'm talking about live music for I'm playing there. So that's the first part of the hashtag. The second part of the hashtag is a city abbreviation. These are done in a very standard way. If it's a city that has a common abbreviation like LA, it's just LA. If it's San Francisco, it's just SF. For most other cities in the world, it's literally the first three letters of the city. So if we take something like Austin, it would be AUS. So now we have this hashtag sign, I'm playing there Austin. So if I'm in this particular city, I can use this hashtag to create a localized conversation about the live music in my city. So this is great because if you're a band, you can send out information using that hashtag, and people who maybe don't follow you can still find out about what is going on with your band tonight. If you're a venue, you can do the same thing. Let's say I'm looking for bands to go out to and I want to use Twitter as a way to find out exactly what's going on in my city. If I go to search.twitter.com or if I search for my mobile client and I type in something like this, bands in Austin, I wouldn't necessarily get results because not everyone is using that particular term. I could go Austin bands, or I could use something like this, bands, and another hashtag for Austin. So that is effective, but then again, it's still horizontal because it's kind of broad, and maybe not everybody's using these hashtags, and more importantly, it eats up a lot of Twitter space because that's quite a number of characters that are being used up in each tweet. So standard hashtag simplifies that whole process, gives everyone a way to just kind of use these in a very standard format. And for larger communities like New York, for example, it's broken down into the different boroughs. And if your city's large and you find that lots of people are using this and you want to narrow it down to your neighborhood, I'll just let me know and I'll post like something there for your neighborhood. And so it's really about trying to get it such that you can talk to people in your community in a standard way and say, hey, what are good bands playing tonight? Where's a good place to go to? And if we take the example of Go Where Tonight, let's say I'm in Go Where Tonight, and I'm in Seattle. So I'm an artist in Seattle, and I have an art gallery showing, and I want to show some of my art. I could just use Twitter and send out a tweet that says, Go Where Tonight, Seattle. I could put the information about my art gallery showing here, and I could geotag the tweet or add places to actually give people the exact location that it's at. So now people in general can just do a search for Go Where Tonight SCA, for Go Where Tonight Seattle. They could see that tweet about my art gallery showing, and then they could even go to the places feature that's coming up on Twitter, or just use the geolocation exactly where it is that my art gallery showing is going to be. So part of the reason that I set this up is because I just wanted to answer a simple question like, how do I find out what's going on in the restaurant scene in my city? How do I find out what's going on in the volunteer scene in my city? And then if I'm a new Twitter user like myself, not necessarily new, but I don't have a load of followers. I've got like 150 followers or so. And when you're new to Twitter, the average Twitter user how do you still use the open nature of the platform? And one of the best things about Twitter is that you can ask a really broad question to people, and standard hashtag gives you a very simple way to ask that. You could, if you're in Seattle again, and let's say Afthought Gallery, you felt inspired, you wanted to go volunteer somewhere, you could do a search for Help Where Now Seattle, and just search that in your mobile client, and you'll be able to see what people are saying about the volunteer scene that particular moment in that city. You could ask a question, say, hey, what's a homeless shelter that needs help tonight? And if someone knows of one, they could tweet back at you. And so you're involving yourself in an open conversation, and this gives you a standardized, localized way to do it. So that's how Go standard hashtag uses the hashtag system and localizes it to give you a standard way of communicating. And for the first 5 sites, Help Where Now, Shop Where Now, You Eaten There, I'm Playing There, and Go At Night, you can actually just go to the site and click on it, and it'll just take you right to search.twitter.com, and you'll get a real-time stream. For all the others, you can just save the hashtags that are common to your city with all of them actually, and just use those on your mobile client to interact and find out what's going on in your city in real time. Thanks. Bye.